you're going to try this activity. So, funny behaviour of French adjectives. So it's just going to go over what we've done and we're just going to put it to the test. Just can you find the rule? Le nez there, we know that. We know that it's masculine, it's le. We know that it's not ending in an E, so we know also that it's going to be masculine 9 times out of 10. We don't do anything to our colour. This time if I want a red mouth, a green mouth, we know that it's feminine, we've changed to la. Bouche ends in an E, which tells us most of the time that it's a feminine noun. We make our adjective feminine by adding an E. You've just told me all that. Okay? This time, I'm having a green foot. Now, this is the word for foot. We already know that word. It's masculine, it's le, it doesn't end in an E. I don't have to do anything to my colour. This time, I want a green leg. So, leg is feminine, ends in an E. Also tells me that it's feminine because it's a la. So I made my adjective feminine by adding on an E. We know that. You've just told me. This time I've got a blue finger. Le, masculine. Doigt doesn't end in an E. Le. Okay? Don't do anything to my colour. This time I'm having a blue hand now. I know that my noun is feminine because it's la. But look, man isn't ending in an E like it should. It's a naughty one. Okay, it's a naughty one because it's still a feminine noun even though it's not ending in an E. So you've got to remember naughty man there. Okay, because he breaks the rules. But I've still got to make my adjective feminine by adding my E. You know that you have to add the E now. You've been telling me. Right, this time I'm having a black arm. It's a le, so it's masculine. Noir, I don't do anything to my colour. But this time, I want a black head. Who can tell me what the word for head is? What is it, Woody? It's la tête. So, it's la tête. So we know straight away that it's feminine. Also, it ends in an E. Right, I want you to write down now, how am I going to spell the colour black in French to describe that head? Write it down in your books, quick. How will I spell black if I'm using it to describe the head? Write down the word black. How shall I spell it? When you've done it, put your hand up. When you've done it, put your hand up. Isabella.
So you do black, but you put an E on the end.
So I would spell it. Who's got that? Let's see if you're right. Oh, fantastic. Right, this time I want a yellow nose. So I've got le nez jaune. Okay? We know that it's masculine, it's le. Don't have to do anything to my colour, it always ends in an A. This time I want the yellow leg. Now we know that the leg is here, la jambe. So can you write down the 3 words, correctly spelled, how I would say the yellow leg? So in French they would say the leg yellow. So what would they write down? Can you do it? Who's written those 3 words? When you have, put your hand up. How I would write the yellow leg. This is how I write the green leg, la jambe verte. They say the leg green. So how would I do the yellow leg? What have you got?
Black, but with nothing else because it's still yellow and it has an E on the end.
Fantastic. So you've just done that. So you've not put an extra E on the end of jaune because it always ends in an E. I don't have to. Well done. Okay, this time I want a red foot. So I've got le pied rouge. Okay? Rouge, I haven't added an E. It always ends in an E. This time I want a red mouth. Now we know the word for mouth is up here. So write down again the 3 words in the correct order. How I would say the red mouth. What would I write down for the red mouth? When you've done it, put your hand up. Noah, what have you got?
Lag, landing.
Are you doing leg or are you doing mag?
Oh yeah.
So what will it be instead of Jean?
It would be la bouche.
La bouche.
And then it would be rouge, but we don't have another E on it. We don't add anything on it.
Why do I not add anything else?
Because it already has
Because it already has it on. Who's got that? Fantastic. Right, one more rule. One more rule. You're working. I can feel your brains in overdrive because it's really tough, this. Okay, let's have a look at this. Please, you look. What's happened there, Brooksmani?
You've added an S to the blue because there's two eyes.
I have. I've added a "s" on the end of "bl" this time because there's two of them. And look, I've changed from "l" and "la" to "lay." So this is another way of saying "the." This is the way to say that if we're talking about more than one. So we have "lay" if it's more than one. Okay, so if I'm talking about the tables, it would be "les tables." Okay? If I want one table, tell me, if I tell you that word table is table and it ends in an E, do you think it's going to be "la" or "la" if I'm just saying the table singular? It would be "la." Well done. So if I've got one table and I'm saying the table, it's "la table," but if I'm talking about lots of them, it would be "les tables." Okay, and here I've got two eyes, so it's "les yeux." Right, this time I've got feet. Any ideas how I might spell the word white? What do you think, Sarah? What would I put on the end?
I think you would put on the end, I think something
Not quite. Theo,
you wouldn't put anything on.
would I not? How many feet have I got?
Oh, an S.
Why?
Because there's 2 feet.
Right, so I've got les pieds longs. Now, I've only added a "s" because I've got 2 feet. Do you think feet must be masculine or feminine if I've only added a "s"? Masculine, it is. Because if it was a feminine, what else would I maybe need to add? An "e," but it's a greedy colour. And "h," an "e," and a "s." Okay. Right, I've got hair, green hair. How do you think I might spell green? What might I put on the end of it? Not "e," no, "s" on the end. I've got more than one strand of hair on my head. I've got lots of hair. So they say green hairs is what they actually say in French. So because I've got more than one strand of hair, it's plural, it's more than one, I make my colour more than one. It's tricky this, I know. Right. Grey. I've got grey hair. Now, this is how we spell grey. What have I been adding on to the end of my colours? I haven't. This time I've been adding on a "s," an "s." Why do I leave it, Zach?
Because it's already got an
Ah, well done. So I'm not adding an extra "s" this time. Just like sometimes if it ends in an "e" already, I don't add an extra one. If it ends in an "s" already, I don't add an extra "s." Right. How will I spell blonde? What do you think is going to go on the end? Erin?
Would you put a set on the end?
I would indeed. Les cheveux blonds. Right, hands. Now, what's the word for hands? La
Man.
main. But is it masculine or is it feminine?
Feminine.
It's feminine. Now I've got 2 hands, so it's les mains. Right? How do you think I'm going to spell green? Brooksmani? Sir? Do we agree?
Yeah.
Why do we agree?
Right now. Because there's more than one hand.
There's more than one hand, so that's why my cert goes on the end. But what did you just tell me these were, masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
You told me they were feminine.
So ES.
Yes, Theo, well done. You've got to add the E first because man is feminine, and then S because it's plural. Let's see if you can do this one. T Now I'm going to tell you that teeth are feminine. So how will I spell the colour grey if teeth are feminine? Write it down, have a go. How do you think you spell the colour grey? Now this is how we normally spell it. Okay, but I'm telling you that they are feminine and we've got more than one. So what do you think is going to go on the end? When you've done it, put your hand up. What do you think, Savannah?
Are you going to put an A?
Because they're feminine. Yeah. Halfway there.
And then you're going to put another S on.
And then I'm going to put an S on the end because I've got lots of teeth. So I've added my E because they're feminine and S because I've got more than one. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
It's complicated, isn't it?
You did know to spell teeth.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I only wanted the word for colours. Thanks, Miss. Okay.